by Dino.
Another mess.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, idealists and visionaries. I'm your boy Tone, and we are here to make it known that we are back with another episode of Binge or Cringe. And tonight's episode, we are going to be talking an anime that deserves one of the highest recognitions, from its light novel to its manhwa to its overall animation coming to life. Solo Leveling. Okay? If you do not, you know what? I'm not going to do it right now. We're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss it. All right? We're going to discuss it because I could go in right now. But before that, let's introduce everybody. First, we have my boy, the one, the only D-Zone.
What's up? What's up?
Followed by the godfather of all anime, straight out of the 90s. I'm sorry, the 80s. Straight out of the 80s.
I was born in the 70s. So.
Yo, what's up, Smiles? I see you in the chat, bro. Straight out of the 80s, my boy, the one, the only Cobalt 70.
What up? What up?
And then the man of the one of the many men of the hour. Okay, always looking for the next finger licking goodness. My boy, Nullified Saint.
Where my wings at?
All right, let's get into it, man. We do have one more coming. A little bit of a straggler. We'll see if he actually shows up. But yeah, man. Solo Leveling. Let's talk shop. And let's make it quick.
Let me kick this off. 2019, me and Tone read the manga. It is exceptional. We're raving about it for a good 3 months. They announced the anime. We're expecting it to roll out 2020. We're waiting all year. We're talking about it all year. Nothing. We wait another year. Talk about it all year. Nothing. It finally drops. And the first episode. This anime goes hard. The protagonist gets the beating of a lifetime. And we still haven't stopped talking about this anime.
Bruh. If you're looking for a show, an anime, to sink your teeth into because it's sinking its teeth back in you itself, yeah, this is that anime. This thing latches on to you without you even knowing what you're getting yourself into, and you get caught up. You get caught up real fast. It's such a good anime, and it's to the point where I'm gonna say this now. It is such a good anime. If you can't wait, and I mean you really can't wait for season 2, because it only did season 1 to drop. Go read the manhwa. Go read it. Go read it. Buy the books. Okay, you could buy the books on Amazon. They're paperback, pretty, reasonably priced. They're not too expensive. I have all volumes that are out currently. Go read it, man. You don't know.
How many volumes are there?
8 right now.
So far.
8? 8 physical copies you can buy of volumes, but you can read it all online.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's that good. It's that good that they announced the anime, and we still raved out of pure excitement just for the idea of the anime.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard about it, I was excited. I watched it. I was extremely hyped. You know, one of the things that I do is go back and rewatch an anime. And it has rewatchability out the
Oh no, out the gate.
wazoo, man.
Out the gate. I'm gonna be real. And I knew what was happening because me and Koba already knew how it was gonna go down. But to see it actually animated and brought to life, I rewatched that episode 1 3 times that weekend.
No, this is how good it is. I watched the first episode, reread the fucking manga 3 times with each following episode.
No, yeah,
that's how much it was awesome.
No, seriously, that's why I have the volumes. I'm rereading it. That's exactly why. It's that good, and it's the fights are epic. The concept, the darkness factor, the way his overall development, like, you know what?
The story pacing is beautiful,
beautifully done.
And the manga, it's flawless.
I never got to read all of the manga, but one of the things that I hope that doesn't happen, which I don't think is going to happen, is he let the darkness just swallow him whole. Because, you know, he was already showing some pretty dark tendencies. Like, he disregarded the care for some human life. There's some that he's like, I will protect with my life, but some he's like, yeah, no, you're just ass. I'm getting rid of you.
No, I don't think sometimes like that. I feel like yes, it's because the system's making him do that. But there are times when he's like, no, I'm not going to be that way. I still care about people. But you got to remember, he's that type of character where don't cross him.
Right.
That's it. Because if the system doesn't. Awesome. Miles says their lives were trash. I can't deny some of those people were trash, but
check it out though. He saw the worst of humanity right out the gate, and he hesitated the first time, and it cost him. He did not hesitate again after that. He learns his lessons in the anime.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
that's the character development that you want, you know?
Yeah, you definitely want a character that just grows throughout the show, not one that's just idle.
And here's the thing. That's why it's perfectly titled, not just for the fact that he's constantly leveling up, his actual individual growth as a character.
Oh yeah.
It's beautifully written. It's crazily beautifully written. It's really good. And then not only that, as you go deeper, the world expands. There's more to just this. There's more to it than just him. The overall world expands and builds around him as you learn more about the Hunter Society, the Gates. That is not just like focused on him entirely. I love that. There's world building in here. I love that.
Oh, phenomenal world building. Phenomenal. And there's some gut-wrenching moments, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
There are points where he has to make real tough decisions. There are points where shit happens to people that you're just like, you know, it's one of those animes I love it. I love it. Yeah. It is a powerful anime all the way through.
Exactly. Like, all right, so I'm just going to ask this, like, what's one of your favorite parts of, like, just what we've covered just for the animation itself, the anime. We're not talking about the books, not talking about the manga, just the anime. What so far is, like, your all-time favorite scene or moment?
Okay, so that one I can tell you easy of mine. And that was when he was doing the job change quest. When he was like, you see these suits of armor? I'm going to start just throwing hands.
I'm gonna start throwing hands.
He just started throwing hands with these suits of armor. He's like, I don't care if the flesh off my knuckles are gone. I'm still going to throw hands. I'm still going to beat the crap out of these suits of armor.
No, he was definitely
Well, he's
about
on
that
his
fight.
last leg at that point. He's almost going to fucking die. He's like, if I'm going out swinging.
Facts. All right, what about you, Kobo?
For me, it's the player killers. First time he fucking goes into a fight or a raid right after he's gotten out of the hospital.
Oh yeah,
He
they
goes
became
in
stronger. Yeah,
and he immediately deduces what those people are all about. He'd been iffy about the whole thing. He had been itch. He couldn't scratch, and he couldn't understand why. Then all of a sudden, he did. And at that point, when he just fucking slit that dude's throat, you knew it was game on, and he fucking meant business. And you were cheering because you were so stoked because they had fucking done so much shit. And you thought about that previous group that he had ran with, where they had become cowards.
Mm-hmm.
Where there had been those that had thrown others in front of them to save their own lives. You know, that pettiness, all the horrible things of human nature right there. And he's just like, you know what? Fucking this situation I can do something about. And we
Yeah,
does.
he's like, I'm sick and tired of this shit. Let me just slit. Oh, looks like you're done.
It was his first. Yeah, it was his first step into the darkness.
True.
You know?
True. And here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. The system kind of goaded him into doing it, because it told him he had to survive, kill these people in order to survive.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, just like D-Zone was saying earlier, the fact how comfortable he got to doing it in that moment,
it scared him. And but that alone meant that he still acknowledged that he had his humanity, but there was a threat to it, and he consistently keeps an eye on that portion of his life throughout the thing. He does not. He refused. That was the point where he realized he has godlike ability and could lose his humanity if he does not be careful.
Exactly.
That part was a pivot point in the story that I felt had the most impact.
Facts. What about you, Noel?
I kind of feel like what you're saying right now is more closer to where D-Zone was saying. Like whenever, after the fact, whenever he was fighting the Knights, when he actually confronted himself. But that's not, I'm not trying to get into that, but basically that's why I feel like he actually goes to that point that Cobalt's talking about. But my favorite, which, I mean, Cobalt just had a great one. D-Zone just had a great one. I mean, Igris and, Solo Leveling, like, when they fought, that
no,
was
when
awesome.
him and
Honestly,
Igris, no, if that's the one you're choosing, perfect choice, man. Because them boxing was crazy.
I want to choose it, but honestly, the thing that made me crazy was that the fact that he almost lost against the Hell Wolf.
Oh yeah, that was a good
time.
point.
That showed me where his level was at the time, and that he's smart. That he knows he should not go into that fucking castle. That dog was disrespecting. I ain't gonna lie. Ignis too.
Yep.
But that dog almost had him.
A main character that learns his limits and fails, and that's the big one. He fails. How many protagonists you see fail?
Not
many.
Climb
I think
back on
Igris, he was with what? He still had like 500 health left. I think with the dog, that dude had barely a bar, like barely a smidge of health.
Because the dog took one bite out. He ripped his arm off, didn't he?
Yeah, ripped his arm off.
He lost his arm off. He would have died.
Yeah, he definitely would have. I think the system saved him a little bit.
It definitely.
Well, he had that capability of reset, revive.
Yeah. All right, for me, it would have to be when he fought the other hunter, like full on fight, and just
did the damn Genjutsu.
and it was to the point where like he was like, okay, I'm not dying. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to die. And spook the living crap out of the other hunter, bro. Just with sheer, what do you call it?
Fear.
Yeah, just with sheer fear, bro. He made him so fearful of him. He was shook. And all of a sudden, they don't show it, but I think if I remember correctly, he didn't even run up to him and put the knife in his chest. He walked up to him.
Put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
He walked up to him and put that in his chest.
Straight up paralysis. He froze that dude in place with fear. Yeah.
It was such a good turning point because the other hunter technically had the advantage at the beginning.
Well, absolutely, and you have to think he was questioning where he stood on the scale because he did not exist on the scale.
Nope.
So it's like, oh, this dude's a high rank. I am comparable to him, I think.
But now he knows he's a high.
At
that point, he realized he was an upper rank B.
Yep.
And that was like the turning point.
You know what would have been a good one though?
What's that?
When the absolute beginning when he sacrifices himself. He goes into that and he continuously, being the weakest member, he continuously is saving way higher ranked people's lives just through intuition alone because he has been hurt so much.
And intellect. He's highly intelligent.
That and he's just always watching. He knows to always be watching. How you say he always had to wait for his enemy so he can kill him. Yeah, he always waited for that instant, so he's always aware.
Yeah, man. You can't like his intellect is pretty good too. Like the fact that he figured out all those riddles and no one else could. Like, not to mention I think the scariest thing about him is his perseverance and his patience.
He will wait for the absolute pinnacle time to strike and then take that moment.
And run with it every time, bro. That's one of the scariest things about him. And that was before, and that's him before, and that was a part of him before, like, he got these new abilities and became a part of the system. But it just it developed even further when he became a part of the system. All right, but I don't want to be rude. Xantar, what's good, bro?
Oh, we got Xantar in there. What's up, bro?
What's up, everybody? I was just chilling.
Yeah, man. You want to in on this or what's up?
Yeah. So pretty much, my favorite part probably was like, it's not really actiony or anything like that. It's I would say two parts. One part would be like the dude who like abandoned him with the sword at the beginning. When he was with his family and like they gave you that really heartbreaking scene with him and his daughter. Like everybody knew that was the last time that they were gonna spend together. Like you feel it in the room. Like she knew that was the last time she was gonna see her husband. And like you just knew, and then when he dies and like he asks for forgiveness, it's just like it's really fucked up. Like it was just one of those things.
It was wild.
Yeah, it cuts you to the core.
Yeah, that part hurt so bad. Oh
so
my god!
It was just one of those things where it's like he tried to like get good karma and shit, I guess you would say, but like it was too late, and he had to get it like comeuppance, I guess, you know what I mean? But it's still like fucked up.
Yeah, man.
And like it just shows you like the actual life of what they're actually doing instead of like watching the dude become a super badass. It's like it's kind of shitty job.
And dangerous, man. And it's a shitty, dangerous, fucked up job.
It made that revenge so sweet though, because like you wanted that dude to suffer. You wanted that dude to get punished for what he did, Yeah,
but Jin Woo, he was like, I don't want you to die. I want you to live so I can hate you. Like he was like, he was conflicted.
It's one of those things where it's like, they wanted to go exploring, but like, according to everything that they knew up to that point, it really should have been like another like easy win. Yeah. And then they went into the room and got obliterated. So it's like, I don't really like fault him for being like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, you're going down with the ship guy with one arm, but like at the same time, it's just like that's just their life.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a Wolverine situation. It's like, do you hate Wolverine for like making the hard choices, or it's like, is that why you actually like him?
That's a valid question.
Like that.
That's a valid question.
So it's just like that, and then like he knew he did bad. He knew that his time was coming up. Like it was just one of those things where it's like you already made your acceptance of like, yeah, I'm my clock is ticking type shit. But it's just like he really wanted like 10 more minutes, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, that test cut the deepest for sure for me.
And then my other favorite part, which I don't know if it's like that long or anything, but it's like the dude offers him 30 billion and he's like, I'm gonna be the strongest motherfucker in the world. I don't need 30 billion. And then the hellhound beats his ass and he's like, you know what, 30 million don't sound that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if I got my ass handed to me that bad, I would take that offer too.
I mean, reality check.
That just had me rolling.
Reality checks
like,
are,
hey, man,
they're necessary.
You got humbled, huh?
He got humbled real quick.
You never disappoint, dog. You never disappoint.
Thank you.
Bro, I'm gonna be real. No, he got humbled hella quick, bro, in that fight.
Yeah, nah, that shit made me laugh so hard. When he was like, he called him immediately when he got home. He's like, yo, man, like you got some free time.
Hey, yo, that deal still up on the table, my guy?
Yeah, you know,
my guy.
Yeah, man. No, it's such a good show, man. And they're already saying season 2 is basically ready to go, man. That's the crazy thing.
It hasn't even taken off yet. That's the part that gets me is what everyone's seen is straight up the introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Like he hasn't even hit the island. He hasn't even the whole Shadow Monarch arc that explains everything hasn't even happened. You know, the absolute fucking gnarly battle at the end, dude. All that shit. I hope they don't skimp on the episodes and they do things in a timely manner.
Yeah.
The way they laid it out in that first season, beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Not mad at all.
Especially
I hope they keep that pacing.
Especially the way they ended
island, Magic Vietnam.
Yeah.
Magic Vietnam.
No, but the way they ended it, man, they ended it perfectly with him getting the upgrade to Shadow Monarch, and him just ended it with the start of his army, and just like as soon as you heard a rise, anybody who's read it or no inklings of it, even if they haven't read it, you knew, okay, season 2, the shit is about to go down. Like,
when I heard him say a rise, especially to the Red Knight, I can't remember his one guy's name.
Idris. I don't forget Idris, bro. I don't forget Idris.
But as soon as he stood up, was like, "You are now my king." I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be interesting."
No, Idris stood on business. When he became resurrected, his cape came out of nowhere, and he was like, "All right, let me walk over here." He stood on business, bro.
What you want, boss? Let's go.
Yo, it's about to be so good, man. And then, like, you know, it's one of them things. Like right now, his army is small, but
right now he's forming the old guard or the new guard, and later on he'll have the old guard, and then you have the two of them that just compound his power. You know,
it's about to go crazy, man. Look. I'm saying a few seasons in a movie. That's all I'm saying.
I hope to God so, dude. I hope to God so.
Some seasons.
Dude, if they do a movie, they have to. They have to make it like.
What'd you say, Diesel? You broke up.
If they make a movie, they have to make that stuff like full on stellar. Like, don't drop an ounce of momentum.
No, they can't. They can't afford to.
What do you think? What arc do you think they could make a movie out of? It'd have to be something short, and it'd have to be something good.
They can make the whole Island Raider movie. I'm gonna be real, hands down. It's just long enough.
I was thinking the island arc as well, but
They're adding,
and it
they're
works
gonna be
best
adding
for it.
stuff.
But
What'd you say, Xantar?
Yeah, my friend Mickey's like, this is like his favorite thing. He told me they already added stuff in the regular anime, so like once they get to the island, you know that it's gonna be a lot more new stuff just in general.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to nuance a lot of the stuff that actually shows up way later on in the story that has to do with his dad, that has to do with the other monarchs and shit. So they've already kind of alluded to some of that. But yeah, it was a lot earlier than in the manga. In the manga, you go through the whole fighting the other S-class people before that, you know?
Yeah, I just make like the cutting off of like arcs for movies always like fucks with me because it's like when will you actually like really stop it to be like fair?
True.
You know, take a moment to shout out to the artist. He passed away after that main arc, the main story. And he did a great job, dude. It was fucking beautiful. And the anime, I hope, will continue to capture that.
Mm-hmm.
The story does continue though, beyond what we will probably get.
Yeah, they haven't put out volumes or anything like that, and they just got the beginning part for the manga itself. But the second story, or the continuation of the original story, is it includes his son.
Yep, it gets a little slice of life, but it still has every facet of the story we love.
And from what I've seen, his son's a badass. Real shit.
I haven't even gotten to that point yet. I've only seen photos of it. I'm still reading it. I had to take a break.
But yeah, so like Solo Leveling, man. I'm gonna just say, obviously, we only got season 1. Definitely a binge. I have proof of that because our boy Grim, he watched the entire thing in a day or less than a day, like half a day.
Oh, he binged the fuck out of it.
He binged the heck out of it. And
not only that, it was so good, we got Noel in the same season.
Oh, yeah. That never happens.
We got Noel to watch an anime in the same season it aired. That's how good this anime is.
And don't forget, man. Like, obviously, there's other great anime that came out during this season that came out. But I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna just say this: Solo Leveling is gonna be in the top 5 for the year, hands down.
Absolutely. I do have one gripe.
What's that?
The animation. I understand they're on a budget. It's a new studio. They're killing it. All right, but they stayed. It was base keyframe animation. There was not enough in between frames. I hope when they do go DVD, they add in between frames like a lot of animes do and smooth out some of those fight scenes. And I guarantee it will sit on the top 10 of the most awesome fights in anime throughout history.
I can see that.
But they got to add those in betweens.
Well, what I will do is we'll be patient and see what happens.
Absolutely.
We've been patient this far. So, but yeah, man, definitely top 5 of the year. I want to say it's in. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that it is in the running for number 1 anime of this year. Like,
dude, I say it's gonna be top 10 for the decade.
And so, like, I'm gonna be real. There's not much else I want to really say about Solo Leveling. I feel like we've covered so much about it in such a quick span of time because of how impactful it is. You don't have to draw out what you want to say about it. It's good. That's the bottom line. It's good. It's good. And it's good for multiple reasons, not just one. So that's where I stand.
We just fanboyed for like an hour.
We did. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. I mean, don't get me wrong. We hashed out some details so that people who were skeptical about it or whatever, or just thought it was a part of the hype, no, go watch that, man.
No, the hype is real in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to be real. I expect to see so many people cosplaying him throughout this year at conventions. I really do.
Dude, I could see a lot of solo leveling cosplays during next OhioCon.
It's about
OhioCon, MatsuriCon.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two that I typically try to gravitate to.
Yeah, I can see a bunch of people going to enjoy it. Man, I can see it. I can see it, man. His any cosplays from this anime is about to be a hit. I can see them. I know people are already working on them. I know it for a fact. I just feel it. But yeah, so that's really all I got to say about solo leveling. I mean, what do you guys want to say before we get out of here?
Is there much else to say?
Wait, say that again.
The main story has a bittersweet end. You accept it because you know that the alternative just sucks, but it does have a bittersweet end. In the manga, you see it. In the anime, we're not there yet, obviously, but the end story is bittersweet. But you will enjoy every step of the journey. If you have time to go for the manga, go straight to the manga. You won't be disappointed, and the anime will only live up to what the manga gives you.
Exactly. I say go watch. I say if you can't wait for season 2, do not hesitate to go read the manga. Risky, what's up, man?
Oh, we got Risky B.
Well,
Risky. How are you, buddy?
I'm wonderful. I apologize. I'm so late.
It's okay, man. I figured you got busy. I mean, because I know you got the invite, so.
Yeah, I'm real busy. I'm just playing EverQuest, jumping around in circles.
All right, give him the question. Let's see what he says.
All right, Risky. For the most part, we geeked out about solo leveling the whole time. So I'm gonna give you 5 to 10 minutes to geek out and answer this question. Favorite scene or moment?
So by far for me, it's definitely when pretty much the first time when they're going in there with I can't remember his name. I'm bad with names.
Yeah.
The guy that had all the fancy armor and crap, and they're with the group that turned out to be a bunch of.
Oh yeah.
And he was just like realizing like he's about to become the murderer, and I don't know. I thought that was just insane. Like you watched that man break.
I picked the same scene, dude. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how true it is, but they were saying that the dubbed actor actually like ruptured his vocal cords doing that scene.
No, I heard that was true. I did. I heard it was true.
Like that's insane.
That's the passion this anime invokes in people, man. We all love it.
Yeah, man. That's a good one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That whole dungeon part, it was split into multiple episodes. But like, even when he fought the spider in there, that fight was crazy.
For sure.
The spider fight was lit. Like
such an ancillary part of the story too, and you're just like, dude, that was powerful.
Like, dude, just the whole entirety of the show was just pieced together and played out so well. The execution was like amazing.
Yeah, man. I gotta give Crunchyroll in the studio that did it their props, man.
They waited, Tone. We were so anxious in 2020, 2021 to get it. I'm glad they didn't give it.
I'm glad they took their time. I'm glad they took their time.
Yep.
See, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like all of these animators and stuff, they're seeing what's happening, popping off over there in the One Piece universe, and like, how we gotta compete. We gotta be on the charts.
No, I don't want to even get into that. Because the recent episode don't do me like the recent episode with versus Rob Lucci, that fight needed to happen again, and I was like, thank God. I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but at the same time, I was like, to see it animated, I was like, yo,
bro, those red eyes though, those red eyes.
The way I see it is that since One Piece is like ongoing and like they just been movie quality heat since they got on those boats to fight Kaido, it's just like, all right, so One Piece is over here, and then everything else is over here. Because like that shit was cool.
You say ongoing, but what you mean is never ending.
No, it's going to end.
Has been going on for 20 years.
So
bro.
what? He already Oda announced It is ending in 2025. So shut your mouth.
That was April Fool's, bro.
That was? Oh, damn.
Yeah, bro. Damn. Yeah.
It's never gonna end, motherfucker.
I feel like
Never.
Oda needed to make that joke because of one of his main inspirations, Akira Toriyama passing. To be honest, like
shout out to
dude,
Akira.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Akira,
one of the goats, man.
right?
I mean,
he was Dragon Ball was hit, bro.
Never gonna end.
Yeah,
Goku
he was
could be
a
150
flagship animator and storyteller for most animes. Like, so much anime is derived from his work. It's
Dragon
so
Ball,
inspiring.
the OG Dragon Ball set the tone for all of 90s anime and set the tone for the fight animes that we would get throughout the early 2000s. That man was influential in 3 generations of artists and animators.
He's right.
I respect them, but I still like Tagashi and Araki.
That's fair. That's fair.
But that man knew how to draw some punchies. That guy could drill the punches with the best of them.
Yo.
I love Dragon Ball. The OG Dragon Ball is one of my favorite series of all time.
Oh, man. But yeah, y'all. I feel like Solo Leveling is a hit. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If I say there's only one, if there's an anime right now that can compete with it for the #1 spot, and I'm saying this because I'm foreshadowing because this is next week's episode. That is, oh wait, no, it can't be next week. It's not done yet, but it is going to be an episode, not next week. I apologize. I'm thinking ahead of myself. Ninja Kamui.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That's going to be a great episode because it's a whole new animation studio by someone who's already dropped 3 solid hits.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. No one knew this anime was coming. It came out the woodwork, and here's the thing: Adult Swim are geniuses because they were like, "Nah, we getting the rights to this, and we'll let other people stream it on their streaming platforms." Adult Swim was not playing. They saw this. They were like, "We are buying this anime, and we are exclusively putting it on our thing and allowing other people to stream it for purchase streaming on other platforms like HBO and Amazon." They was not playing. It comes to Adult Swim first.
Let's give Adult Swim credit where credit's due. Adult Swim stepped to the plate and was airing anime when barely anyone watched anime.
That's facts.
I watched it.
I remember them airing Wolf Brigade in like the 90s when no one was interested in anime at like 12 at night, dude.
Man,
like that shit is just random as hell. But I watched Bobo.
Let's be real. But it was they aired a bunch. Dragon Ball, Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin has a special place in my heart.
Android 007.
Trigun.
Trigun.
All the great.
Shout out to Risky for Trigun. Shout out to Risky.
Zoids
was definitely on there too. Zoids.
Let's straight up see what it is. Cartoon Network and Adult Swim are the OGs of anime for America.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Facts. There's no ifs or buts about it. They had the cornerstone for a long period of time. No one else really jumped on the wave from the rip, Adult Swim, Toonami, and Cartoon Network, they saw that whole channel. They saw the potential from the beginning.
Well, I mean, we had a wave in the 80s, but it was solely driven by toy sales. All right. And that was most of the anime. Transformers, G.I. Joe, Voltron. They all had toys associated with the animes. But like Voltron, Robotech, which was just Super Macross, you had a ton of anime that did actually air in the 80s early on as Saturday morning cartoons. They were sanitized heavily, though.
Yeah.
You know? And they were made palatable to a childlike audience in America. But it only a few eyes.
So where were you going with this? Tom, back on track for you.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Well, actually, there's not much else to say. We're gonna get out of here. We're talking about solo leveling. I'm gonna just say it, like I said it once or twice already. It's up for anime of the year, man. Real talk. I can see it like really going toe to toe with some other anime on Crunchy for anime of the year for the Crunchyroll Awards this year. That's just my opinion. Or was that next year?
Sure.
Or whatever the Crunchyroll Awards drop. I don't remember the exact dates, but yeah.
That and then that new witch one.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
The white-haired girl.
Yeah, you're right. Free run. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta jump on that. I'm hearing
it's good, man. She's broken.
I've watched most of it, and dude, it's good.
Yeah.
Let me ask this: is it better than Full Metal Alchemist? Because I hear it's beating out that now, like top 100 charts.
It's beating it. In my opinion, the pacing is better than Full Metal. In my opinion,
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Because
wait, what?
Are we talking Alchemist or are we talking Brotherhood? Because that's like two different things.
That's a good. Well, wait. Let's talk about this later. Let's talk about this later.
Sorry.
Yeah, but basically, Free Run is good. Go watch it, Risky. Hands down, it's good.
Okay.
But yeah, guys. Any other closing statements before we get out of here? Because if not, I'm cutting it off.
Don't do crack, kids.
Facts.
Don't do crack, kids.
But yeah,
best
man,
advice out there.
Solo leveling. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you can't wait for season 2, go either read it online or buy the volumes on Amazon for a reasonable price. They are very reasonable price, the volumes, and you got all the way to volume 8. Volume 9 is coming out sometime in the next month or two. So definitely go and scoop those joints. But yeah, man, it's worth it. It's worth it. Like I said, few seasons in a movie, I can see it. But that's really all I got to say. As always, I'm your boy Ideal Tone, and I just made that known. And we are out of here. Later, y'all. See y'all next week for another episode of Binge or Cringe.